Hello and welcome to another episode of What's Inside. Today we're looking at Century Spice Road. This is put out by Plan B Games, and it's aimed at ages 8 and up, 2 to 5 players, 30 to 45 minutes. Now this is a sort of collecting type game. If you've ever played Splendor, this looks to be pretty similar to that. I really like Splendor a lot, so I'm kind of intrigued to play this one. Basically, you're selling off resources and trying to win. So let's take a look at this and see what we got here. It's 5 caravan cards, 10 starting cards, 36 points cards, 43 merchant cards, 105 wooden cubes, 4 spice bowls, and 20 metal tokens. Alright, so I believe this is a European game, but just hit the States. It says they're out of Canada on the back here. So, but it's got a kind of a European look to it. Let's open this up and see what these parts look like. But yeah, this is from 2017, so it's fairly recent. And I like Splendor, so like I said, this looks like a more complicated version of that. But it is a low age requirement, so it's probably fairly easy like Splendor. Alright. Kind of don't like the box. It's got that cheap gloss on it. Alright. So here's our rules. And it's just a two-sided sheet, so it should be pretty easy. Ooh, okay. You get these little plastic bowls. That's interesting. It's got kind of a weird... If you've ever held old toys from like the 50s, the type of plastic is very similar to what that feels like, actually. So it's got kind of a... It's not cheap, but it's definitely not the highest quality plastic, but it has like that old toy feel. Yeah, from like the 50s to the 70s, the type of plastic they used then. That's weird. I'm having like flashbacks from childhood. Played with a lot of those toys. Sorry. Weird little nostalgia moment. Alright, so we got a big stack of cards here. Here's our colored tokens, or wooden blocks rather. So it's just red and yellow. And then over here is green, some metal coins. Is that brown? Some different metal coins. Let's make a neat noise. So let's look at this stuff a little closer. These are pretty standardized looking tokens. There's more red ones and yellow ones than the others. Nothing hiding under the plastic. Oh, that's got a, don't lift up that insert. Oh, that's got a funky smell to it. It smells like old paint. Alright, let's see if it tells us how many cubes we have for each color. No, of course not. So, if you need to replace any of these cubes, it's probably going to be quite a few of them here. For the green ones, looks like there's 20 green ones. Same number of brown. And for these, looks like there's 30 red ones, and about the same number of yellow. So 30 and what did I say? 20. Yeah. So yeah, if you need to replace these are the larger cubes. They're bigger than the tiny ones, obviously. I'm tired, leave me alone. They're bigger than the stronghold ones, but and bigger than love letters. So if you need to replace them, that's how many are in there. Or use something similar as a marker. As far as these coins go, these are pretty neat looking. Let's open this up. If my motor skills will work. Arthritis is bad, kids. Don't get it. Alright, so they have a little symbol on them. don't know how to really describe that. Looks like a C with like a starburst coming out of it. I know that's not gonna show up really well on camera. And they're gold. Let's see how many of these we get. So 3, 6, 9, 10. The same number of the silver ones, same design, just they're silver. That's the only difference is the color. They're pretty nice, actually. They're decent weight. I mean, they're actually pretty light. They feel like weird foreign money. That was rude. Yeah, they're like cheap metal pirate coins. They're thicker than the like I Ching coins or I Ching. I don't want to get yelled at. But they're definitely not the highest end, but they're not the worst I've ever seen for sure. They don't bend real easily. So yeah, those are actually pretty nice. I'm kind of impressed with that. Apparently they are planning some expansions to this game too, so if you like this, according to this, there's some extra ones coming out in the next few years. So let's take a look at these big cards. So far the quality is pretty good actually. The little spice bowls are pretty cool. I dig that. Alright, so let's see what kind of cards we've got here. There's an orange deck, a purple deck, and this sort of gray deck. So let's look at the gray deck first. And it looks like it's different times of the day. And let me adjust the camera so we can get a better look at these. Alright, so the art is really nice on these actually. It's very detailed. And I really dig that. It's definitely got a lot of effort put into it. These look like they're like paintings. They're not just crappy high school art. Oh, there was another one in there. Stuck together. I don't like the gloss on them. I think it's cheap gloss. Like, I literally just found this card because it was stuck to another one. That's a problem I have with cards. If you're going to make a game, invest in good quality cards like the linen back ones, because that'll hold up over time. These other ones, really not helpful to have low-end cards. So let's take a look at these orange cards, and we're going to go through most of them, I think. Just have to kind of show them to you because there's no text. And some of them do kind of stick together, so I apologize if I miss one. Alright, so there's about 36 of these cards, if I can count, which 50-50 on that one. But this is the combination you would need, and I think that's the value. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to play the game, and I'm not going to sit here and read the instruction book while filming because it's a waste of your time, and it would be boring for me. Because I want to play, I don't want to sit here and read a rule book. So there were 5 of the grayback cards. There's about 36 of these orange cards, and let's look at the purple then. I'll do the same thing here, just kind of go through them. Now the purple ones, you'll notice that when you look at the image, there's like actual purple border, and then there's like this gray border. So the purple ones are on the bottom. I'm sure you shuffle these so that they're all mixed in. The purple ones probably mean something specific. But yeah, it looks like these are different merchant type cards. Alright, so it looks like there's about 43 of these. And as you can see, these are what you would trade, I believe. 2 yellows for 2 reds. And then we've got the purple border ones here. And there's 10 of those. So that gives you kind of an idea of what's supposed to be here. Now honestly, aside from the crappy gloss on these cards, the thickness is good, the size is nice for younger hands. So the game looks pretty good. The little plastic bowls are not the super highest quality, but they're definitely not bad. I think they hold up as long as you don't step on them. The metal coins are really nice. Overall, it looks like a really simple game that can be played with pretty much any 8 and up. I think that age range looks right. Yeah, I'm intrigued by this one. I really like Splendor. I think this is going to play very similar to that. And I'm interested to try it out. Hopefully, me and Wyatt will get to sit down and play it this weekend. But yeah, it's a good game, good looking game anyway. The quality's pretty solid. Like I said, I'm a big proponent of high quality cards, and that's the only weakness here is that cheap gloss that's on there. Otherwise, I think it looks like it's a pretty solid game, and hopefully it plays as good as it looks, because I like a nice easy game, and it's only designed to be 30 to 45 minutes, so that's right in my attention span wheelhouse. But that'll do it for this episode. As always, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on the next episode of What's Inside.